His integrity and stillness with that integrity.
Mhm.
That's the one thing I'll miss because you just don't come upon that often.
Where we're going, we don't need roads.
Ms. Davis, such an honor to see you again. You are, I know you're probably sick of hearing this. You're unbelievable. This is one of the most incredible performances I've seen in a long time. So seriously, congratulations.
Thank
I'm going to jump right into it. I got so many questions. I love how much this sort of stage play perfectly adapts to the screen, but also in a way, it also made me feel like I was watching theater, like I was watching you live in front of me. If you could play Ma Rainey live on a stage night after night, feed off of that live experience, are there aspects of her that you'd love to explore further, try out different things just to see what kind of that live visceral reaction would be?
Well, probably all the things that I would try would have to be added to the play, and that wouldn't happen. Like,
is there an example?
I really would like to see her, by herself somewhere, outside of the studio, and how, she would, probably react, probably moments with her nephew, those different facets, of her personage, I would have loved to explore.
It sounds weird to say, like, I want a spinoff of this, but I would absolutely watch an entire one-woman show just of Ma Rainey. I know, obviously, it wasn't filmed in Chicago, but it's very much set here, very much have a Chicago vibe. And obviously, you filmed in our city before with a movie that I consider to be an underrated masterpiece, which is Widows. I know I'm a little biased in feeling like Chicago has the ability to be its own character. But as an actor, when you see Chicago is going to be the setting of a story, what does that tell you?
It is its own character. It's its own character. It's, I love Chicago. And every time I go to Chicago, the one thing that's really hard to do is explain it to anyone. You cannot explain the love of it, the diversity, the life force, what makes it beat and tick. You just can't explain it. So therefore, it becomes its own character. It becomes its own complicated character and complicated history, by the way. Can I just say that? I mean, when we were there filming Widows, we filmed in so many different neighborhoods, and they were all different. All of them were different, but yet they were very close to each other. So, I mean, and Steve McQueen would try to explain it and then would pause. So, and, there are no words to explain and describe Mark Ricker's design of Chicago. I mean, there's no words.
It's gorgeous. It's like a painting. You could frame it on a wall and it would perfectly fit. Obviously, it's perfectly and beautifully heartbreaking to watch Chadwick Boseman's final performance in this. I've interviewed him many times, and he was genuinely such a kind man. But obviously, I didn't know him. I didn't truly know who he was. What's something about him that you love, that you miss, that maybe we didn't get to experience just because we didn't actually know him personally?
His integrity and stillness with that integrity. That's the one thing I'll miss because you just don't come upon that often. Someone who's unapologetically says, this is how I'm living my life. This is what makes sense to me. I don't care what anyone else is doing. It's like I keep telling the story. He carried a djembe drum with him everywhere, just for himself to play. He would play it in his trailer. And the djembe drum is called a talking drum in Africa because it speaks the soul of the person who's playing it. And he would play it beautifully for the longest time, as if that was his therapy, that was his healing. And that's what I'm gonna miss. I think that anyone, whether they're in this profession or not, they benefit from being in the presence of someone who absolutely is authentic. And that was Chadwick.
Absolutely. Well, Ms. Davis, this was such an unbelievable film. Obviously, he did a wonderful job, as did you as well. Our first interview goes back to Doubt at the Four Seasons in Beverly Hills, and you and I have been chatting ever since. Yeah, so you've been so kind to me ever since, and thank you for everything. Congratulations on all your success, and I hope to see you again soon, next time in person.
Thank you.
All right, take care. Bye, guys.
Where we're going, we don't need roads.